All right, I had to do some recalculations here because I got something wrong. But anyway, okay, so the sugar, 2.5 pounds, are pretty dang close, are in each of the kettles. I just haven't shown it yet. But there's just basically table sugar, just regular granulated sugar at the bottom. Again, the full recipe is 1 bottle, which is 2 ounces of the root beer extract, 5 pounds of sugar, and 5 gallons of warm water, all in an 8-gallon kettle. But remember, I don't have an 8-gallon kettle. I got 5.5 and a 4.5, so I divide it in half. I took an 8-gallon kettle, just 4 here and 4 there. So, 1 ounce in one kettle, 1 ounce in the other kettle, and then 2.5 pounds sugar in one, 2.5 in the other, and 2.5 gallons of water in one, 2.5 gallons in the other. I already covered the yeast things. Like I said, I force carbonate, so I don't have to let it sit around. Otherwise, you want to, once you get the yeast in there, it says take 1/2 tablespoons of yeast, and all this should be in the instructions when you buy your own pop, whatever flavor you get. It'll tell you take so much yeast, say a tablespoon or a teaspoon, I guess it is, a teaspoon, mix it in, bottle it in plastic bottles. Let it sit at room temperature for about 10 days, 2 weeks. The bottles will stiffen up as it naturally carbonates, but I'm forced carbonating, so I'm not going to do that. So, anyway, with that being said, like I said, here's what I got here, and I just have the sugar in. Now, I divided up the root beer extract between these 2 cups. It said 2 ounces. There's actually a little more than that in there. There's about 2.5 ounces. Kind of a bonus. So, I've got about 1.20, a little under 1.25 ounce in here. I've got a digital scale, but I just tried to get as close as I could, just because I'm just that way. So there's about 1.20 ounces, about 1.25 ounces in each one of these. So I'm going to dump them both in here, okay? So it looks like actually Hershey's syrup. It's kind of interesting. Okay, now I'm going to rinse it out. I'm just going to put a little bit of water in here to rinse this out. These are just styrofoam cups. There's nothing really fancy to them. Okay, so like I said, I'm just trying to get the maximum out of here. And then the other one, I'm going to rinse this out too. I mean, it's just some trace amounts are left in here. I really don't have to do this, but why not? Okay, so put that in there, and I'll get, there's just a little bit left at the bottom, but, I'm not really worried about that. Okay, now that that's in there, now 2.5 gallons of lukewarm water, okay? I'm just going to use tap water because mine's drinkable. If your tap water is not drinkable, get filtered water, get diluted water, get something. But, that's what you want to use. So, 2.5 gallons in each one, okay? So what I'm doing here, you'll see me pour it in here in just a minute. I know this is real exciting not seeing this going on, but, all I'm doing is just filling a jug with some water, so, it's really not a whole lot to see. Okay, almost got the full gallon in there. Actually, that's not too far off of a full gallon, so I'm going to put 1 gallon in here, okay? Just regular, warm, not hot, not cold, just regular. You could use cold water, but, the yeast does need a little bit of temperature to work in. Okay, that's the remainder of 1 gallon, okay? Like I said, I'm going to do 2.5 in each, and I'll pick up as soon as that's done. Shouldn't be much longer.